Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of work on the lower body now. So let's grab the side of the chair. And then on an inhale, this is gonna be a little hard with these seats because they've got quite a dip in them, but we'll do our best. Really try to engage your core here. We're gonna bring the right knee up towards the chest and point the foot. And then as you exhale, flex it and then bring it down. Again, inhale and down. Inhale, down. Inhale, down. And inhale and down. Good. Now, straight out, point the toes. Flex as you come down. Straight out to point and flex as you come down. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Hold here. Flex and point, and flex and point, flex, point, flex, and point. Now round the ankle out, one direction, and then the other way. Okay, now we're going to bring it up, down, and in a circle. This. Good. 2, and 1. Now reverse that direction. I know you're feeling it in those hip flexors. I am. 3, 2, 1. Last thing. Hold it forward. Flex the foot. Maybe the left hand comes up to the sky, followed by the right. Nice and strong. Breathe free. One more inhale here. Exhale. Let that go. Go ahead and interlace at the top of the right shin here. And we're going to stretch the same muscles we were just working by getting a little nice touch at the top of that thigh, round the upper back here. And if you want to circle that ankle a little bit more, feel free to do so. And then from here, we'll come underneath of the right thigh. Go ahead and make some circles around in one direction. And then the other direction. Okay, now take those toes, those right toes, bring it out to the side, sit a little bit forward in your chair here. And then we're going to you can grab the side of the chair with your right hand, just let the left hand hang down. On an inhale, we're gonna see if we can lift those toes and bring the arm out to the side. We're gonna do our best not to try to lean in any one direction. So lift the crown of the head high, and then go ahead and drop down. Now lift for 4, and down, and 3, and down, 2, and down. Hold the last one. Stay here. Maybe bring both arms out to the side and face the palms forward. And then breathe with it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop the hands down. Bring the toe down and make some circles around with those toes. Just release that a little bit. And then go ahead in the other direction if you'd like. And then bring that back to center. Take a little rinse out either way with those knees. Good. And then center it back up. And if you're ready, we'll take care of that left leg now. So go ahead and draw the knee up towards the chest. Point the toes. And then flex it as you bring it down. For 4, and down. 3, and down. 2, down. And 1, and down. Now, straight forward, and bring it down. Point it forward, flex it down. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Leave it here, flex and point, doing our best to try to keep that spine tall. Flex and point, and flex and point. Now round the ankle a couple times in one direction. And then take it the other way. Good, now we're gonna do those horse kicks. So we come down, up and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse the direction. Remember, slower is harder. We want to take our time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take it straight forward. Flex the foot. Sit up a little bit taller. Bring one hand to the sky if you'd like, followed by the other. Take some deep breaths for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and let that go. Interlace the hands at the top of the left shin now. Draw that knee in towards the nose. Breathe deep and free. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe taking the ankle around again a couple times for a spin if you'd like. And then underneath of the left thigh, start to work into that hip joint there. One direction. And then the other way. Good. Now we'll take that foot, we're gonna bring that leg out to the side. I'm gonna scooch a little bit forward. And allow this arm here to dangle by the side of the chair. Maybe hold onto this side, yogi's choice. And then trying to lift that leg and lift the arm out to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying here, sitting up a little taller. Maybe this arm comes out as well. And then breathing really smooth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now just drop those toes down and make some circles around. 2. And then reverse that. Good. Go ahead and bring it in back to center. We can take a little rinse out. Either direction here with those knees. And then go ahead and bring those thighs back to parallel. We'll do something that we did last week if you were with me. So go ahead and bring your hands, interlace them. We're going to squeeze them in between the knees. So the knees press into the back of the hands really strong with all of your might. Engage your glute muscles, engage your outer hips, and keep squeezing. Your hands can take it. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that tension. Bring the hands out in front of you, and then press those wrists forward and start to make some taps here. So strengthening the muscles in the wrists for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come to the outside of the knees and have a tug of war. So knees try to press open as hands press in. Keep squeezing with all your might for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that. Bring the hands back out again. This time we drop the fingers down and then start to press towards your body for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last round, we're coming back in between the knees. Go ahead and give that squeeze. Last chance here. Squeeze with all your might for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release the pressure, keep the hands interlaced, and now we just roll out that wrist joint a little bit. Good, and then go ahead and just give that a shake out and drop it down. Find mountain pose once again. Find that good upright position. Feel your feet on the ground here. Notice that you're breathing in case you lost it. Okay, from here, we're gonna do a little bit of reaching. So, you can we can move with the hands and the feet. So we're gonna bring the right toes out a little bit, but we're gonna reach across the body like we're reaching for something on that top shelf with our right hand, and try to stretch the whole side waist here. And then go ahead and pick out what you're getting. Maybe we're getting an apple off a tree. Maybe take a bite and then drop it in the basket. Okay, other side. So reach out, reach across, really high branch there. Grab that apple. Go ahead, give it a bite and drop it. Good, now we're gonna go for our middle length. So just reach across here. Yeah, you can use the leg as well. And then come on in. And drop it down, middle height, go ahead and reach, grab, bring it in, drop it down. Now we're gonna reach just down by the side of the body, like we're picking up a really heavy grocery bag. Pick that up with all your might. And then other side, go ahead and reach down and pick it up. Good, let's do the right again, reach down, like it's got some viscosity there, really pull it up strong. Other side, reach down and pull it up strong. It's really heavy. Let's do the right one more time. Go ahead and pull it up. Other side, reach down and pull it up. Good. Now take your left toes, bring it forward, flex the foot. Take both hands up to the sky. See if you can, try to lengthen without dropping your foot. So see if you can reach your fingertips forward, straighten your back, and like you're trying to reach your nose towards your big toe there. And if you can't touch your forehead to your big toe, don't be upset about it. And if you can, don't be happy about it. It all changes. Reach and breathe. Good, try to keep the foot where it is. Just try to glide those hands up to the sky. Say goodbye. And then exhale, go ahead and release it. Other side, press the right heel forward now. Sit up nice and tall. Swing those arms up to the sky. And then we're going for the strengthening and the stretching here. As we reach the fingertips forward, we lengthen the back, and we try to maintain that little bit of tone in the belly so we protect our lower back. Reach to your own degree. Don't lose the breath. One more moment there. Now go ahead and come on up. See if you can keep that foot strong. And then let it go. Good. Just some calf raises here. So raise the heels up to the sky and then drop them down. Again, to raise and drop. Raise and drop, and raise and drop. And then can you curl the toes up towards the face, and then press them down, peel it up, and press it down, peel it up, press it down, and peel it up, and press it down. Good. Take your hands, we're gonna stack the forearms, little I Dream of Jeannie here, and then it's going to be a little bit of a sharper twist here. So it's an inhale to the left and an exhale to the right. So we're not stopping in the center. And you can go as fast or as slow as you would like. And sometimes people like to breathe out the mouth here. So it could look like for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands, bring them out to the sides, press the palms And then like an airplane, drop the right hand down, press the left onto the sky. Widen the chest, breathe deep and free. Maybe you look up towards that top hand if it's okay with your neck. Stay here for one more full breath in, a full breath out, and then using those abdominals, let's come back up to center, breathe it in, and then glide over to the other side. Press the palms away from each other, make space wherever you can with that breath. Breathe in and out. One more breath in and a full breath out. And then come on back up to center. Let those hands come down by the sides. Take the shoulders up to the ears. Breathe in. And then exhale, let it go. And then take your hands out in front of you, and just like we're rowing a boat, start to pull it down. Come forward. Two. And one. Let's go in the opposite direction. Forward. Three. Two. And one. Good. Now, let's hold on to your seats, folks. Sit up tall. We're going to give this a try. See if you can, like we did earlier. See if you can lift both knees now, and then press down. And point, and come down. Point, and come down. Point, and come down. Now, point forward, come down. Forward, and down. Forward, and down. And forward, and down. Now bring them forward here. Flex, and point. And flex, and point. Flex, and point. Flex, and point. Now round. And take it the other way. Okay, challenge here. Let's see if we can do those horse kicks. So come down and then forward. Circle it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Only as much. You're not straining your back, so use the core back off. 3, 4, 5. Last thing. Bring those legs out in front of you. Take your arms out to the side. See if you can open it up. Now cup it together. Open and cup. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Well done. All right. Feeling a little warm? Let's stand up. Okay, let's see here. Now, chairs are a little bit low, but we're going to give it a try. So, I want you to stand where, you guys can have your right hand and your right foot forward. I'm going to do my left. So, the back of the chair, the right foot is forward, and the right hand will be on the chair. Same foot, same hand. We're going to go to the other side, so you choose the other way. The main thing is that I want the back of the chair to be the same where your arm is down here, and that same foot is forward. Okay? Yeah. All right. Start out by putting both hands on the chair. Now, with that front knee, I want you to bend into it a little bit towards 90 degrees, and you might walk that back foot back a little bit. Take the hand that's closer to the front of the chair, place it on your hip. Other hand. Got it? Okay. Rotate your chest towards the front of the chair. Yep. Okay, now we're getting into side angle here. So this bottom hand stays down. The hand that's on your hip, if you want, reach it straight up to the sky. Make some space in that shoulder joint. Good. On an inhale, open up a little bit. As you exhale, I want you to kind of furl it underneath of that armpit. And then inhale, wide and open. Exhale, come on under. For 3, come on under. For 2, come on under. Now stay on the last one. Bring that hand up to the sky. Turn the palm to face the ear and reach away from that back foot. So this is extended side angle pose. Good. Yep, doing my best to keep my chest facing towards me. So Diane, you want to see if you can, yeah, there you go. Open it up a little bit and then maybe reach that arm over. Keep breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Now take your whole chest, face the chair, drop that hand down on the chair, and then turn both hips towards the chair. Start to draw those hips back. So pyramid pose now. And you're pressing into that front big toe and the outer edge of your back foot as you begin to move that front knee towards straight now. So you should be feeling this stretch on those hamstrings and that leading leg. If you feel like you have room for some more stretch and you want it, you could start to roll those toes towards your face. And continue to reach your forehead beyond that big toe so that you're not losing the length in your spine even though we're in this forward fold. Take a deep breath in and a smooth breath out. One more here, inhale and exhale. Now if you've got those toes, go ahead and drop them back down. I want you to come onto the ball of that back foot. Okay, maybe walk the hands a little bit forward here. And can you press into that front foot and lift those toes back behind you? Good. Take an inhale as you tap the toes down, and then exhale, bring them up. Again, a little toe tap and lift, toe tap and lift. Last one, toe tap and lift. Now stay with the leg lifted. Can you draw that knee towards the chair seat and then press that heel back? Again for 2 and press. For 3, press. 2 more and press, and 1. And press. Go ahead and drop that down. Take a semicircle with the toes so that they crisscross behind, and then twist your body towards the chair and find a stretch in that outer hip. Good, good, good. All right, go ahead and release that. Take a moment, stand up, see how that leg's feeling, shake it out. Let's take downward facing dog behind the chair. All right, so sometimes people like to use the back of the chair, sometimes people like to use the seat of the chair. It's all up to you, but we want to walk our feet back a nice stable distance. Drop the upper body so that the ears come between those upper arms. And then remember, like someone's got a hook in your tailbone. They're pulling it up and back. You worry about the length of your spine, and then you go for the hamstring stretch by straightening the knees, but only to the degree that it feels right for you. And remember, this is very personal. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. We always err on the side of caution here, so you can take breaks anytime. This is a maintenance practice. You just do what you can do, what's right for your body on any given day. And know that you get just as much benefit as everyone else as long as you're working to your own degree. All right, put a little more generous bend into the knees. Walk your way back up to the chair. Kind of shake it off here. And then we'll take all of that back onto the other side. So from here, you want to make sure that you opposite foot forward. The hands are gonna come onto the chair. So, the leg, the arm, the same arm and same leg is the back of the chair and it's closest here. And you put a little bend into that front knee and you're gonna walk that back foot back on an angle a little bit. Now, leave the hand that's towards the back of the chair down and take that front hand and bring it to the hip here. Good, good Jane. Okay, turn your upper body towards, most of you are turning towards me, okay? So the heart is kind of opening here. So this is a spreading of the pelvis, an opening of the heart, and then a reaching up of this top arm. So I cannot remember your name in the red Phillies sweatshirt, but you want to switch your arms there and your legs. Unless you're coming. Did you do the other side? Hang in there, hang in there. All right. You got it, right? Inhale. Let's come under for a moment. Now peel it open. Now come under and peel and come under and peel. We've got one more here and we stay on this last one. So as you peel it open, arm comes up. Now, this is side angle. Extended side angle is to turn the palm towards the ear and reach it overhead. So now, my back foot is like a suction cup. I'm pressing into the outer edge of that back foot, but I haven't lost the bend in the front knee here. Chest is open, heart is open, and those fingertips are just extending away from that back foot. Keep breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and turn that upper body so that that hand lands on the chair now. You probably have to walk the back foot in a little bit, but leave it on an angle, and your legs move towards a pyramid stance where that front knee starts to straighten. And as you do that, remember, we're reaching the crown of the head forward, and we're drawing the hip back towards the midline. So find the stretch on the back of that front leg, and if you want to peel those toes towards your face to add to the hamstring stretch, that's an option for you. Okay, if you've got those toes lifted, put them back down. We're gonna do a little shift and lift here onto that front foot, and those back toes are gonna point back behind us. Keep the crown of the head lengthening. Take an inhale as you do a little toe tap, and then exhale, bring it up. Inhale for 2, press it up for 3, and press for 2, and press, and 1. Now stay lifted, knee comes towards the nose, and then press that heel back behind you. Watch that the opposite hip isn't swinging out as you're doing this. Try to keep the hips neutral, try to keep the spine long. For 2, and 1. Good. Drop the toes down, bring them over and behind, and then look towards that hip that's by the chair. And then release that. Shake it out. Good. Come and bring your hands to your hips here, and let's just do some hip circles around in one direction. And then the opposite way. And then come on down to the knees. Let's circle them around. And then the opposite way. And then come on up to standing here. And then let's just shake things up a little bit. So just start to take those heels. Let the upper body be really loose. I call this shaking the tree in Tai Chi. And anything else that might be feeling stuck or stagnant in your body that could just use some freeing up. See if you can just allow all that energy just to release from the body there. Good. And then start to settle it down to mountain pose. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath in your body. Even if you're just focusing on that deep breathing, you have not lost the yoga, so try not to underestimate that focus, being in the present moment. And then we'll do some sun salutations from here. Feel free to do them seated as well. You guys are familiar with the routine a little bit if you've been coming with me for a while, but bring your hands down by the sides, kind of like a advanced game assignment says. So here we go. On an inhale, bring both arms up to the sky. We're going to twist it open to the right as you exhale. Come on back up, inhale. Twist it to the left. Come on back to the sky, inhale. Now cactus those arms out. Stay on the inhale and then draw those forearms towards one another. Inhale, open them up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Take a half flat back on the inhale, hands to shins, and then back to forward fold as you exhale. Now press and rise, stand all the way up. It's called upward salute. Once you get there, palms connect, interlace, and press those palms forward. Now on an inhale, come on back up once more, and then clear the space as you exhale to let it go. Shoulders come to the ears. Inhale, exhale, release. Take 3 deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhale and exhale. One more in and out. Round 2 of 3, if you'd like it. Here we go. Inhale to the sky. Twist it right as you exhale. Come on back, inhale. Exhale, other side. Back to the sky. Inhale. Cactus those arms. Exhale. Take an inhale here. Little chest press, they come together. Open up the chest again. Inhale. Exhale to forward fold. It's a half flat back on the inhale, and then drop it down again, exhale. Upward salute, press and rise, palms touch. Hands down, interlace, come on through. On an inhale, rise it up. Exhale, clear the space. Shoulders to ears, inhale. Exhale, release. 3 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhale and exhale. One more in. Full breath out. Last round of these if you want it. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to twist it right. To the sky, inhale. Exhale, left side. Inhale, rise up. Elbows open wide. Stay for the inhale. Bring those forearms to connect. Come on, open. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let's extend the spine, half flat back. And then come on back down. Now press and rise. Reach to the top. Reverse swan dive. Come down through the center. Interlace and stretch the back of the shoulders. Now rise it up. Inhale. And then exhale, clear it away. Bring the shoulders to the ears. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Let let it go. A couple of breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Again, in and out. One more, in and out. Good. All right, do a little bit of tapping here before we sit back down. So everybody will take their right index finger. Let's bring it to our belly button. And then wherever that ring finger lands, that's going to be your dantian. That's where we're going to hit. So we're going to do a little bit of tapping there with a loose fist. Let the belly be soft. And then start to move up what they call the Sushumna Nadi, that central channel, until you get to the heart space. Once you get there, maybe a little vibration of sound. You can breathe in through the nose. And then, good. Let's start to come around that left breast 3 times. So just getting into that breast tissue there as you make some circulation. Now we'll come up to the chest here, just the front area, the pectoral muscles, and then move it into the neck. Take that opposite hand, put the palm to the sky, and start to make your way down the bicep. So as we tap, we stimulate some blood flow, we bring some new circulation, regeneration to these places. The palms, we know, are connected to everything, so getting into that. And then we'll flip the palm over, get into the back of the hand here, and start to make your way back up the top of the arm. And we'll just come back straight down that Sushumna, back to the belly. Once we get there, we're just gonna wipe that whole side down. So just wipe off that arm, even the side of that body, and then the leg as well, just getting any stuckness, stagnation. Let it go. And then come on back up to standing and notice if there's kind of like some electricity, some aliveness on that side of the body. Take a moment to experience the effects of the poses here. Keep coming back to your breath. And then we'll do it to the other side. So take the index finger of the left hand now, bring it to the belly button, and then go ahead and drop that ring finger down so you know just where that place is that we want to start our tapping right into what they consider the second chakra, the womb, the water. Reproductive organs are here, so think about creativity, new life, new opportunities. We start to make our way up that channel to our guts where we get strong and warm, and then to our heart where we can give and receive love. Good. Come on over to the right, pectorals here, give those a little tap, and then we'll just go circle that breast tissue a couple of times around. Making sure we keep blood flowing in all of these places. We don't want to miss anything. The neck, keeping the right palm towards the sky. We make our way down the bicep now, and then the forearm, and then the palm of that hand. A little acupressure there. Let's touch the back of the hand now, and then back up that arm. Coming down the Sushumna back to the dantian. And then go ahead and wipe that arm off. Side of the body, the leg. Notice into how you feel here. Find your stance. Good. Let's come to the back of the chair and just do a little bit of work on the tiptoes here. So let's take our heels, raise them up to the sky, and then just lower them back down. And then raise them up and lower them down. Now raise your heels up to the sky here. Take your right arm, bring it out like a cactus. The palm can be open here. we're just gonna go for 3 little steps over to the right, and if you wanna take your hand off of the chair, just playing with walking on your tiptoes here. And then we'll go back towards the chair. Now leave your hand where it is, but drop the heels down, give those calves a rest, and then rock up onto the heels here. Going in the same direction towards that hand, few steps to the right, walking on the heels, and then come on back to your chair. Good, go ahead and drop that hand down, come back onto the tiptoes, inhale, and then lower down. For 2, and lower, stay on 3. Bring the left hand up here. Little stroll over to the side. And then come on back to the chair. Good. Leave the hand where it is, drop those heels. Let's rock up onto the heels here, and then a little bit over and back. Good, go ahead and let that go. One more final downward facing dog before we sit down. So again, either the back of the chair or lower down, yogi's choice. I like to start with a real generous bend in my knees, and I just keep working my tailbone up and back. That's gonna give me that spinal traction that I'm looking for. And then once I have the length in my spine that feels right, then I start to press down into my heels, start to straighten out those knees, and I get that really nice stretch along the back of the hamstrings. And then as you breathe in, see if you can get that diaphragm to move. So see if you can get the belly to drop on the inhale. And then as you exhale, squeeze that belly in towards the spine, contract. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Take one more here, last down dog. And then go ahead and begin to make your way towards that chair. And let's all have a seat. Okay, so we're going to work our way into a pigeon pose here. It's going to look different for everybody depending on how your hip joint is structured and how you're feeling. So I'm going to say that traditionally, the way that pigeon would look in the chair is to take the right ankle and place it onto that little niche on top of the left knee so that there's a figure 4. Now, oftentimes this knee is all the way up here. That's totally fine. If it's not approachable because you've got a lot of knee pain, this just doesn't feel right for you today, just go ahead and bring that down, and to the best of your ability, you can just open that knee out to the side. But we want to try to keep this foot flexed to protect that joint. Now, once you're in this shape, it might be enough. You could be feeling it in this right outer hip. If you feel like you have some more space for the stretch, right, just start to reach the crown of the head beyond this shin that's in front of me. So I'm pushing down into the foot that's on the floor. I'm keeping the spine long, and I'm going just until that moment where my right hip is telling me that's the spot, right to the periphery of your edge of your range of motion. And then once you find it, all you can do is just stay there. Try not to fidget, and try not to drift off with the thoughts. So bring the thoughts either to the deep breathing or to those benevolent intentions that we started with. So if there's anything I'm holding on to here that's not helpful or skillful, can I let it go? Take one more smooth breath in and a smooth breath out. Now just bring that torso back up if you're leaning. Go ahead and drape that whole leg on top so that you squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Place the left hand onto that top thigh and twist just from the rib cage towards the right maybe the right hand comes behind the chair, and you look back at that right shoulder. Find one place for your eyes to gaze and stay with it as you begin to breathe deeply in and smoothly out, like you're just rinsing out anything you don't want to take with you this weekend. One final deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Now starting to unfurl from the top down, turn the head forward, turn the chest forward, uncross the legs, and just for a moment, let's just kind of roll things around. And you can move in the other direction as well if you'd like. And then pigeon on the other side. So using the left ankle here, top of that right thigh, trying to move towards a figure 4 shape with the foot flexed. And remember, any variation, it's all about the size of the hip socket, the length of the tendons, and the ligaments are going to matter. So, right, there's just working with what our body is giving us. If you like, you can start to lean forward from here. And then just staying present, staying engaged with what you're doing, keeping the commitment to be here for the whole entire class. Very easy to start drifting off and planning towards the end. So just going to invite you to try to keep working with your mind the entire time you're in the practice. Keep guiding it back to where you want it to be, whether it's those smooth, deep breaths or those intentions. Maybe places that I'm feeling stay well. After your next exhale, on an inhale, start to come on back up. Tightly wrap that leg on top of the thigh here. Twist that upper body towards the left now. Moving back at a focal point towards that left shoulder. 3 breaths in the twist, inhaling and exhaling. Again, in and out. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Start to turn the head forward, the chest forward, uncross the legs, maybe just circle out a little bit. Any remaining stuckiness, either direction is good. And then go ahead and come back to that seated mountain pose and just take a minute here just to let everything go. So no need to do the deep breathing at this moment. Hopefully the mind has started to settle. Just want you to have that breath be natural. Allow the natural breath to move in and move out. It's like you could watch the breath. So whether it's at the heart space or right at the edge of the nostrils there, bring all of your mind's attention and awareness right to that natural breathing. This is a mindfulness meditation. Maybe you only get one breath before you notice that that mind starts to jump to something. And that's good awareness. So just with a lot of compassion, whenever you catch yourself, just redirect it right back. Notice you're breathing in, and notice you're breathing out. Hopefully with that heart rate slowing down and that mind getting more and more still, we can take this feeling that we created, we can seal it in and bring it with us by taking the hands to the heart space, a little bow of the chin, a moment of gratitude that we're healthy enough to be here to practice in community and that we're all here for the same purpose. To live as long as possible, feeling as good as possible. Let's bring the thumbs to the third eye for clarity of thought. And then the fingers to the lips for kindness in our speech. And then back to the space of the heart, consistency of action, where it really matters. We let this practice help to guide us in what we think, say, and do. Thank all of you very much for coming today. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, everyone. I got some news that they are closing the building next Friday, so I cannot have class. So I will not be here this Sunday. I will be here next Sunday, and then we'll be back. I gave them a schedule, but yeah, it's a little tricky. That's the first. We're closing the building on the first. Yeah. I know. So yeah, stay tuned for updates. If you need my contact information, let me know. But there is a little bit of clunkiness in the schedule in November, unfortunately. Yeah. Not to end on that note. You all did fabulous. That was a very strong practice. I introduced some new things. I hope you, maybe not, yeah. I hope you'll thank me later.